Live from our studios at One Television Plaza, this is WTAP News at 6.
Sports, when we come back, we'll have one last
look
look
at your weather. Thank you for joining us. I'm Phyllis Smith. Turning to the weather, there is a red flag warning in place until 10 tonight. Meteorologist Kirk Greenfield joins us now with a look at your first alert forecast. Kirk?
Well, today is a first alert weather day due to all the conditions that are supporting the risk of wildfire. Elevated fire risk due to low humidity, gusty winds, and very warm conditions above 80 in some locations. As we take a look right now, there's still an 82, 81s on the board, and that's going to continue into the evening. Marietta's Skycam says that we are at 81, the relative humidity just 8%. I've never seen it that low. The winds out of the south-southwest at 15 add to the risk of wildfire, so you can't be burning. As you can see, the fire weather warning is everything in scarlet that includes the entire region. That runs till 10 o'clock in some locations, so you refer to this as a red flag warning as well. So the evening planner says we'll be sunny at 7 o'clock. We'll have clear conditions until about midnight when we'll see some increased clouds, and eventually we'll see showers overnight as we slide from a high of 82 down to below freezing eventually. We'll talk about when that will happen when I return. Back to you.
Thank you, Kirk. The West Virginia burn ban is in effect until May 31st. We talked with the Vienna Volunteer Fire Department about fire risks and penalties people could get if they are caught. The fire chief for the Vienna Fire Department, Steve Scholl, says if someone causes any damage with a fire they started, they can be financially responsible. Scholl says that if you see a fire getting out of control or someone illegally burning, you should call 911. He says that you should not burn, especially in dry conditions.
Just do not burn when the chances of it getting out of control and causing damage are there. Like I say, if it's dry out, windy out, even if you've had rain for a day, that doesn't make it cured. You still can kick up the leaves and everything and there'll be dust underneath. So do not burn when it's in the damage or the bad times.
According to the West Virginia Division of Forestry, violators can face a maximum fine of $1,000 if you are found violating the burn ban. A house on Pond Creek Road was completely destroyed after a fire broke out Tuesday night. According to Lubeck Fire Chief Mark Stewart, the people inside the house were able to get out with only the clothes they were wearing. Pond Creek Volunteer Fire Department was the first to get there, with Lubeck Volunteer Fire Department not far behind. When Pond Creek got there, the house was fully engulfed. Pond Creek Fire, Lubeck, Blennerhassett, Washington Bottom, and Mineral Wells Fire responded with St. Joseph's Ambulance Service helping. The fire investigation team is currently investigating the cause of the fire. According to Pond Creek Lieutenant Jeff Minner, the Red Cross was called and met with the residents. We will provide more information as it becomes available. The north ramp off State Route 7 is closed indefinitely after the I-77 bridge was hit in Marietta. According to the West Virginia Division of Highways, I-77 at milepost 185 was closed due to a wreck at the I-77 overpass bridge. A piece of equipment on the back of a truck hit the bridge just after 8 a.m. As a result, the Ohio Department of Transportation says 3 beams on the bridge were damaged, and I-77 was closed for about 4 hours between Williamstown and Marietta. The bridge engineer and bridge inspectors from ODOT spent several hours inspecting the bridge. They determined one lane of I-77 North could be reopened, but the north ramp off State Route 7 will stay closed. ODOT reminds people hauling oversized loads they must get a permit and make sure their loads are secure to avoid safety hazards or infrastructure damage. There is an investigation into the suspicious death of a woman whose body was found on Tuesday. According to West Virginia State Police, troopers from the Sutton Detachment recovered the body of an unidentified woman in a rural area of Vernon. State Police say the body has been identified as Belinda Dawn Riffle. She was 36 years old and from Braxton County, West Virginia. Troopers say foul play is suspected. Call the West Virginia State Police Sutton Detachment at 304-765-2101. That number's at the bottom of your screen if you have any information about this case. 2 people were taken to the hospital after a 2-vehicle crash on Grand Central Avenue. The Vienna Police Department responded to the crash at 11:15 this morning for a wreck involving 2 vehicles. Police say one vehicle was leaving the Central Plaza when they failed to yield and were hit by another vehicle. Each car had 2 people inside. 1 person from each was taken to the hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. The Vienna Police, Vienna Volunteer Fire Department, and Camden Clark EMS all responded to the scene. March 19th is International Read to Me Day. Students enrolled in Appalachian Council Head Start classrooms across West Virginia are celebrating the day by having guest readers read to them. Our Logan Riggenbaugh went to Good Shepherd Head Start in Parkersburg to meet their special guest.
Good Shepherd Head Start celebrated International Read to Me Day with their students Wednesday morning. International Read to Me Day aims to promote, encourage, and inspire reading activities within communities. Good Shepherd invited Sergeant J.C. Edwards from the Wood County Sheriff's Office to come in and read a book about law enforcement officers and what they do. Sergeant Edwards says kids should understand why law enforcement officers are important.
It's always good. Kids are very interested in our profession. They're interested in firefighters. It's good that they know what we do and how to keep them safe, how to keep their family safe, and just the cool things that kids want to learn about police officers.
Sergeant Edwards showed the kids his gear and explained what they are used for. He brought them outside to see his car and learn about the sirens, lights, and the other gear adorning the car. He says his favorite part was seeing the kids get excited.
Just seeing the joy on their faces. A lot of kids, they just think it's like lights and sirens, and they don't know all the gadgets that we carry on a daily basis, and just to see the joy and the excitement on the things that we carry is always rewarding.
For more information about International Read to Me Day, you can visit our website at WTAP.com. Reporting from Parkersburg, I'm Logan Riggenbaugh for WTAP News. This is home.
The Village of Matamoros and the Adult Tech Welding Program at the Washington County Career Center are working together to put military tribute banners across town. The plan is to put these banners around Memorial Day. Our Peyton Brooker has more on this patriotic story.
The Village of Matamoros have struck a relationship with the Adult Tech Welding class at the Washington County Career Center for a town project. Instructor Sam Howard got the idea of putting up banners around town after seeing what other towns he passed through have done. Sam says working on them with the adult tech students has brought down the cost to make them.
We're trying to keep these things as low as possible, and that's why the students here are making the brackets, because the brackets are pretty expensive. You know, all the companies that have donated material and stuff, and it has really helped out a lot.
One of the inspirations for Sam doing this project is for his father, who was a veteran.
We've had a lot of veterans that were killed in action, and some have given all. So I wanted to pay a little homage, you know, to those that have gone forward, and it's a nice community thing. You know, the little town that I live in, we have flags and pretty patriotic.
Adult Tech student Kian Dashnos explains the making of the banners is a simple process.
I'd say it's not too complicated of a process. We just throw on a plate, weld up a little collet looking thing, and then we can tie them in, and it's all good to go.
They plan to put the banners on display around Matamoros in May with a grand opening. The mayor of the Village of Matamoros, Terry Dunn, says the support for the banners has been remarkable.
It's above and beyond right now. It's really they're like 70-some banners already, so it might be all the way up Route 7 and maybe down Main Street and a couple of other streets because we're running out of poles to put them on.
Students at the Adult Tech Welding class say it's a great way to show their recognition for the veterans.
I think it's pretty cool just because of the simple fact is that we can show our appreciation for the veterans, and then just so they can be like remembered and everything like that, so we're not forgetting them, because that's like they fought for our country, and then I'm grateful that we're here today because of them.
I just think it's cool to be able to show our appreciation for them, especially for all those people that have lost their family members due to the war, and they can always have a memory of them being there with them.
it helps us learn, and we get to do something for the community, and it's just all around a good project to work on.
Dunn and Howard add that the project will be a great display for the village.
They need to never be forgotten. It needs to be seen, and a lot of families, fathers and grandfathers and brothers and sisters have lost their family, and I think we need to represent them and put them up.
It's just a nice thing for the town. We've got all these flags and stuff that we have in town. We're a little small patriotic town, and I mean, to drive through town and see some of these banners, I mean, it's amazing that some of the towns that I have seen, and it really looks nice, represent your country, and it just shows a little bit of appreciation for those that have gone before us.
This is Peyton Brooker in Washington County, WTAP News. This is home.
Still ahead, West Virginia lawmakers are halfway through the legislative session. We'll tell you more about the bills and resolutions. That story is next at 6.